All right, picture this. A coffee taste test where we try Starbucks, Dunkin, and the best local coffee shop in town. It will be fun, aesthetic, entertaining, beautiful. Instead, we got wet seats, broken mics.
Did you check the microphones if they're on?
No.
Oh, I thought it.
And cheap plastic cups. But Sam was a complete champ. We had a lot of fun. The coffee was delicious, and her story was so motivating. And also, most importantly, God is amazing.
God is amazing.
Now let's get into the coffee challenge.
It's pretty good.
I like it.
Pretty good.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay,
Let's try the
okay.
It's less sweet.
It's less sweet. I
Wait,
almost thought
I
this
don't know.
was the coffee shop, but now I feel
Yeah.
like this one.
It might be.
I don't know.
Okay, last one.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's Dunkin. That's definitely Dunkin.
So it's between these two. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, but they kind of taste the same.
So I started attending the church with my friend a little bit. I was very inconsistent with it, would go here and there, and I was still kind of in a confused spot of like, I feel something in my heart, like I feel it, but it wasn't enough for me to be consistent with it and like actually want to pursue a relationship with the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I would read my Bible here and there, I would pray here and there, but it was never consistent. And I feel like I went through another path where I kind of was like, in the very beginning of my faith journey, I was very like curious about it. And then I took a little bit of a like pause where I didn't really do anything with it because I was just so confused, like of like where to go next essentially. And then I heard about the chapel and I knew it was so close to my house and I've heard really good things about it. And I was like, you know what, like something's telling me that I should just go and see what it's all about. Little did I know that was God being like, go, like, you know, God was pulling me in that direction, but I didn't realize it in the moment. I remember the first time I went was, I think it was the very first time I went was like summer of 2024. And I remember going and I was so nervous because I was like, this is a new place. And I don't really know anybody.
Yeah,
and
it's intimidating.
Yeah. And I actually went with one of my friends, Rebecca. She used to live here. And so we went together. We're like, let's go together. And she was also very new in her faith too. So we were kind of in it together of like, let's give this a try. Let's see what it's like. And I felt a very similar experience of the very first like time I went to church at the other church. And I was like, something about this is just so powerful and so moving. And I felt so touched just by the whole experience, like the worship music. Like I just remember tearing up and being like, I felt like I needed to be there. I felt like I belonged there. And I started going more consistently. I went from, you know, being so uncertain to just getting excited for Sunday to come so I can go to church and, you know, worship the Lord. And, you know, in the beginning, I kind of would only go to church on Sundays and I didn't really read my Bible throughout the week or pray as much as I should have. So I was very inconsistent with that in the beginning, but, you know, it's a process. So I was, you know, slowly getting into it. It's really been in the last few months where I feel like the Lord has been working in my heart more than ever.
The first one might be Starbucks.
Oh.
I almost feel like the first one's Starbucks. I'm not a big fan of this.
I need a lot of sugar in my coffee, so
I'm going with Three Birds, Dunkin', Starbucks.
yeah, same.
And I lived a very like lukewarm life of, yes, I'm very interested in my faith and exploring a relationship with God and wanting to follow the Lord, but I also still love these worldly things and want to keep doing what I'm doing. I think we talked about it at a young adults thing once where it's like a fence reference and you're kind of like sitting on the fence, but you have like one side of your feet and like following the Lord and pursuing a relationship with Him, but also still being in those worldly things. And honestly, that reference has really stuck with me a lot because you can't live both lives. And I feel like once I realized that. And honestly, it was nothing special or nothing big that had happened that made me realize this is how I want to live. It was honestly just it was like a random time where something just like clicked in my head where I was like, you know, I want to fully pursue a relationship with God, and I want to live for God. I want to love like Jesus. I, you know, am getting more consistent in reading my Bible and just more consistent in praying and just living my life each day with God in my mind and living, I feel like all my choices that I make throughout the day, and just even just simple things of being at work and, you know, just constantly talking to God and praying throughout the day. And so that's been a big change in my life that has really given me so much more peace and comfort. It's been beautiful to see how the Lord has been working in my heart. And I've even had people tell me like, Sam, I can really see a difference in you, and I can see that you've changed, and I can see that God is really working in you. And so hearing that is so beautiful, because in my head I'm like, wow, like I'm doing something right, like something's it's working. Now I get excited to read my Bible. I'm like, I can't wait to open up my Bible and read something and just really study it. And reading each chapter and each verse, it's so powerful. And when you really dig deep in it, it's life-changing. It's so life-changing. And it's been such a beautiful journey that I'm just so grateful for.
Yeah, I just think it's so important, because I feel like a lot of people believe when you get saved, you're all of a sudden going to change and become like, you want to do everything right and read the Bible all the time. But that's not necessarily the case.
No.
It's a process usually.
It is a process.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
God sanctifies you slowly and convicts you of things. Like, I want you to read the Bible more.
Yeah.
I want you to go to church more and changing your heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, even I would occasionally go out to the bar with my friends over the summer, and, you know, at first, like, it wasn't really a thought in my mind of like, I shouldn't be here. I was just having a good time with my friends, and I was okay with that. And then I feel like the more I went and the more God was working in my heart, even though I knew I was not making bad decisions while I was there, I just felt like I shouldn't be in that environment. And I felt like God was in my ear, like, you should not be here. Like, this is not the environment you should be in. And so that was a recent time that God was really working in my heart.
Starbucks.
What number is that?
Number one.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Starbucks, you got it.
And number 3 has to be Dunkin. Has to be. Okay. And wow, 3 pieces.
Woo! We did good. You got it. Which one was your favorite?
Dunkin. Dunkin definitely was.
I did like Starbucks.
And I think I would rank it Freebird Starbucks. As like my favorite.
Really?
Like, no. Backwards.
Wait, no. What's your favorite?
Dunkin.
Okay.
Starbucks.
Same.
Freebirds. There we go.
Does that say something about us? We just like the sugary.
I guess so. Sugar. Look, you can't go wrong with sugar.
No, you can't.